Hello, everyone. I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. Made some really good trades, and let's dive into some analysis here. And oh boy, what another action-packed day! Again, another down day in the triple Qs here, 1.1%. But something pretty cool happened. Again, I was talking about yesterday about the 455 level being tagged here, and it looks like we did just that. I guess you could say I was off by $1 or a few pennies, but it got really close to 455, and that is when I entered my long position. I entered my long on the triple Qs, and actually I entered a long on NVDA as well today. Dip buying this into this area as it hit the 113 level. Got a nice reaction out of it, but again, it looks like we need one more low, and I think we need another low again on the triple Qs. And people are thinking like it's just so oversold. How much lower could it go? It could go a little bit lower, right? It can go lower. Don't think that it can't go lower. Um, we are up in the after hours though, so it is looking okay. But I don't really care that much about after hours. I really care about how it opens and how it closes, and that's really the most important thing, right? It could be up 2% in the after hours, and at the open everything sells off like crazy and it closes down on the day. So it's really up to it's really up to you guys on how you think you see the importance of after hours. But to me, I don't pay that much attention to it unless there's a big news event in the after hours that's impacting the market. Anyways, let's keep going here. So yeah, we're still gonna dip down a little bit more in the triple Qs. I think the Nasdaq needs a little bit more work. SPY is in the dip buy area as well, and it did get a nice reaction today. But again, we are in a downtrend right now. So it's a sell the rips event. So I don't see people. I don't think you should be taking too much risk buying into this right now unless it's a quick trade like me. To me, I was in and out today. I was in at the lows and out near the highs, and then everything kind of rolled over. All right, let's continue on. Let's take a look at a few more things here. So Bitcoin is actually doing very well. It's back to 66,500. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about some individual names. Lots of names pull back today. Tesla still needs a little bit more work, in my opinion. I think it's still in this C leg. It needs to erase. Did it erase divergence? It did erase divergence. So actually, this could end at any moment. But it looks like it wants to make one more low. So maybe we get another sell-off tomorrow, but that's the sell-off to buy. But we'll see. Again, I won't say this now, and you guys, take decisions by yourselves, because I will post in the Discord when I enter my trades on the market. And then Meta looks like it needs more work as well as it breaks these pivots. So really, it could take more time before a significant low is found. And if this is the ABC correction, then we actually may be in this 4 still, and this is just a bigger connector wave or a flat, and it's actually correcting. It's going to correct down much lower. So big cap tech is not looking good right now. It's not. It's tough. It's a tough trade to be in if you're still long. That's why I took my profits on the triple Qs a week or a couple weeks ahead of this move up. I think we took our profits around 495 on the triple Qs or the TQQQ, and then it started to roll over. So rightfully so. That's why we always like to lock in the profits. And I took more profits on silver and gold as well before they started selling off. Silver is looking a little bit better now. Now that it has entered its dip buy area down here. So probably needs a little bit more time, but a reversal should come out of silver, and it should be bullish for a fifth wave. Let me talk about ROKU. So ROKU was in its buy area as well today, dipping down and getting a nice reaction out of it, kind of pulling back near the end of the day with the market, but it's looking good. It's looking pretty good right now. Looks like we found a potential low. Now we need to hold this pivot, right? We need to hold the pivot. If the pivot can't hold, we may get another breakdown, and this level could fail, which means that the whole move could fail. But it's just so beaten up, so I'm just going to be patient with it and just wait for it to play out. Let's take a look at a few more names. Let's cover, let me just reset the chart here. So we talked about NVIDIA very quickly. NVIDIA needs more work. I think NVIDIA needs probably another low. Today we extended the wave 3 down here on the 45-minute cycle, we actually erased divergence. So this tells me that this wave 3 extended. This is a 4, and you need a 5th wave down. Once this is in and you have bullish divergence, then this can end at any moment. It could end at any moment as well right now, but just by looking at it on the C leg, it can go a little bit deeper, and you're not even that oversold on the 4 hour. So NVIDIA might need more work. The semis are weak right now, so like I said, when the semis are strong, there's nothing wrong, but when the semis fail, you better bail. And the semis are failing big time right now. They're pulling back extremely hard. Now, either this was a flat scenario, which this could have very well been a flat, but I actually playing this out with the bullish divergence. So this is either a crash correction that's coming to an end pretty soon, or it's this maybe the market top is finally in, because all the perma bears are flooding Twitter right now. It's told you so. Wrong for like 2 years and a whole 2 years running on the run up, and then now they're right. Nailed it. It's kind of funny. But let's not focus on that. Let's keep going. We'll take a look at some more charts here that have been playing out quite nicely. So got some nice reactions off NVIDIA and the triple Qs. Let's see the IWM. I forgot to cover the IWM. Where is it? Okay. Up here. So the IWM is still in its buy area. So the IWM is a little bit tricky right now because it's either in a connector wave still, or it's in this 1-2 setup. So 1-2, 1-2, and if this is the setup, then we should get a pretty big rally out of this here. But the thing is just I don't like the way it kind of ended here. It's a small correction. I guess it's pretty steep. You could call it an ABC. But we don't want to discount the fact that if this is an ABC, maybe this was an ABC as well of some sort, and we're gonna double correct lower. Right? We're gonna do something like this. And you got to be open to the idea of that happening, right? You can't be in denial. You always need to be open to the idea of something going, the opposite way. And this would be the target here. This would be the target on the IWM. If it were to sell off, it would be 212. But for now, let's just put the scenario aside, and we'll just call it a 1-2, 1-2 setup. And looks like if it's gonna break out, it needs to break out now. And I mean, it's up in the after hours, but I don't want to jinx it. I already took my profits on this anyway, so it's not like I want it to run up because I want to make money on it. I've already made my money, cashed in a 39% trade on this with the URTY. Again, we were long at the lows in the buy areas. It just goes to show you these buy areas work pretty nicely. Sometimes they don't hit, right? Sometimes they don't hit. I was looking for actually a potential 1-2 to come back down here at 198, but we didn't get that gift, from the market. It didn't happen. So you move on. So maybe this doesn't hit either, and we just go straight up because we are already in the primary buy area. Okay, let's cover a few more things. I want to talk about the TLT. So the TLT is actually, I told you guys we were in the buy area yesterday, and now we're popping out of it quite nicely. So it looks like the TLT, has found a low here, and the 20-year yield should reverse down. Now, again, I don't know what the news is going to be, but the chart is showing that the yield should go down. Maybe it's the Fed event that's going to be next week. I believe, is it Wednesday or Tuesday? It's Wednesday. Wednesday next week is when we're going to have the FOMC and the Fed fund rate announcement. So I'm pretty sure maybe, if we keep selling off into the Fed day, then I think we should get a pretty nice bounce. People are thinking it's going to be Armageddon. I don't think that. I think we sell off into Fed day, and then we get a rally into the elections, and then on the elections, then you can have your major correction. But who knows? I can't tell the future from the next guy. I'm just doing the best I can here, and so far it's so good. Our charts have been respecting exactly what we've been calling. All right, oil finished its final leg here of the first third wave. It should be bouncing in the 4. I should find some resistance, maybe around 80 bucks, but ultimately should make another low to finish off this third wave. So we're going to be looking for another low here on oil. Again, oil is very bearish. I'm still in my oil short, but we'll see what if I'm going to take profits if this reverses too hard and erases, invalidates this setup. Then I'll let you guys know. We'll take our profits on oil too, and then we'll do another one to take profits on. Let's take a look here at. Let me see here. Let's see if I got another one. Let me check here. Okay, so the GDXU, another one that we took profits on. This one is either in its wave 4. I don't like how it's pulling back so steeply though. It could mean that either this is an ABC or it's this is a connector wave for us to go lower, but we did pierce this high, right? We did make a new high. So this kind of tells me that we should be going up. So let's see how the market reacts tomorrow. Let me just check to see where we would find a buy area for this one. This one actually looks like it could be invalidating the setup. Yeah. So this either, oh, yeah. Oh, actually, let me see. It's cutting it close. No, it would invalidate because I have this as a 1. I either have this as a 1 or I'm incorrect and my labeling is wrong and it's something else. But this looks like a third wave. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's see. Actually, let me measure another target here. Sometimes it can hit the 618 retrace. So let's see where this landed. Okay, yeah, it's overshooting at the 668. But this is it is a leverage ETF. But again, it should respect these levels. Anyways, I'm still bullish long term on gold and silver and the gold miners. But you guys don't have to always follow what I do. You could do what you think is best, and if you guys think that gold and silver are gonna break down lower and crash, then then you should short them. Right? Do whatever you want. Do what you think is the market's gonna do. Okay, let's talk about Mara real quick. So Mara breaking down lower once again, continues to break down lower. Although I am liking what I am seeing here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually reversing here at back to 66,500. I'm gonna talk about it just very quickly. It looks like the setup is respecting, and again another example of this Elliott wave calculation working beautifully. 1-2 setup extends down lower. ABC correction is over now. Now you're impulsing out. So maybe this wave 2 is already in. This was a very shallow dip buy, but it was a dip to buy. Again, remember, this market is bullish right now. Bitcoin is bullish. Bitcoin is a very bullish asset class at the moment, and I believe that it can, and most likely will go higher. But it may make just a nominal high, right? We may not, go to the 100K right away. We may just go to 80K, even just 75 or something, and then the 5th wave is done, right? Let me just zoom out here. The 5th wave is done. And then we correct big time along with the markets. But that's not what I see. I see us continuing to rally, and I see more upside. All right, that's basically it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a chat, join the Discord or something, and we can chat there. Peace.